Hi guys, it's me, the Pecan Tan Beauty, and welcome to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I wanted to come on and do a quick review of one of the bags in my collection. And this bag is something a little bit different than what you have seen in my videos in the past. So I thought that I would share this one with you guys. So the bag that I'm going to be reviewing for you today is the Dooney Bourke Lilianna shopper in the color brown tomorrow. And as you can see, the leather on this bag is the woven leather. So I don't see many videos on YouTube about this style and texture of bag. I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you another style of leather that I have in my collection. So again, this is the Dooney Bourke Lilianna shopper in the color Tomorrow Brown. So first, what I want to do is I just want to give you an up close and personal look of this woven leather. I know some of the reviews that I have read about this style of leather is that it feels plasticky, and you guys, in my opinion, I don't think it feels plasticky at all. So let me just show you how it looks up close. With this color, it has very, very subtle highs and lows, as you can see. So now let me just go over some of the details of this bag. And you guys, this bag is very, very similar to the Chelsea shoppers. It does have the center divider. The shape is pretty much the same, though the dimensions are a little bit different. So I will also list that in the description box so you can do a comparison of the two bags. And I'll also scroll it at the bottom of the screen so you can get just a feel for the dimensions as I'm going over the bag. So again, this is the Dooney Bourke Lilianna shopper in the color Tomorrow Brown. It does have the stand-up handles, and you guys know how I feel about the stand-up handles. With my Olivia satchels, I have totally fell in love with that style of bag, and the handles really do not bother me at all anymore. So I've gotten used to it. They fold over, as you can see, they fold over very, very nicely. They're not in the way, and it doesn't look as awkward to me. So on the front of the bag, we have this beautiful Dooney Bourke logo. This bag has very, very little hardware, you guys. The hardware on this bag is that shiny gold tone. Very beautiful, complements this bag very nicely against that dark Tomorrow Brown. It has 4 feet on the bottom that are also lined with that brown Tomorrow leather. It has a shoulder strap. It's a little bit on the thin side, but it doesn't bother me because I really don't carry that much. So I don't have a problem with it on my shoulder at all. It's also adjustable where you can go up one or down one to make the strap a little bit longer if you need to. It also has these little keepers here where you can move them around and just kind of keep the strap intact. The back of the bag is just plain. There are no pockets or anything on the back. The handles are stitched on, and as you can see, the stitching is in that beautiful dark Tomorrow Brown, so it matches the bag. You guys, I absolutely love this bag. It kind of gives me a different look and a different touch whenever I'm carrying it, and also a different feel. So I am loving this woven texture. So now let's go into the inside. And again, if you guys know anything about the Chelsea shoppers, you know that these bags have the center divider, and that's pretty much a love or hate. I know some people don't like it, and then there's others that love it. And I am somewhere in the middle. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. What I don't like about it is that if I use my bag organizer, my more structured bag organizer, it's a really, really tight squeeze. So when I carry this bag and also my Chelsea shoppers, I can't use my bag organizer or it's gonna be a little bit awkward. But then I just go to my clear cosmetic cases in the wallet, and it serves pretty much the same purpose. So on the inside of the bag, we have our standard Dooney setup. We have our zip pocket here. And we have our slip pocket here, a nice size slip pocket. And we have our center divider, very nice size, and a full-size iPad will fit in this pocket very nicely. So it's a nice size pocket. And then on the other side, we have our standard slip pocket here, as well as our cell phone pocket here. And you guys, what I like about this bag is that it does not have that snap on that pocket. So if you have one of the larger phones, the iPhone 6 Plus or the Android 6, it will fit perfectly in this pocket here because it doesn't have the snap that gets in the way. Of course, it also has our key keeper for our keys. So let me just show you again the size. So there's one side, and then here is the other side. And the bag does have a snap closure, very nice and secure snap closure here. And this bag also came with a little pouch wristlet. I don't really use this, to be honest. I just keep it in the bag just in case for some reason if I want to run in the store and I just only want to take my phone and my ID and my cash or credit cards. So I don't really use it. Like I said, I just store it in the bag. And I have an iPhone 5S and it fits perfectly in here with lots of room to spare on both sides. So on the side as well as in the top. That fits very nicely inside. So this doesn't have any gold hardware or anything on it. It just has the Dooney Bourke leather patch here. So nothing fancy. It does have a leather zipper pull here. And also it has a little wristlet strap, which is not detachable. That's another reason why I don't really care for this, because when I have it in the bag, it kind of like flops around and I don't like that. So that's another reason why I don't use it. I just don't think it's very functional. It is a nice piece that matches the bag, but again, it's not very functional for me. I just keep it in the bag just because it's kind of cute and it matches. And it's also in this woven material as well. There's nothing really fancy about this bag. I just think it's a different look. This is a style that can be worn all year round, especially this color. And I think this would be a nice touch if you're going on a date, on a picnic or something like that. I just think that it would be the perfect touch sitting next to a picnic basket. So I just want to go over a few pros and cons of this bag. So one of the pros is I love the size. I love the functionality. I love the color. It's very rich and saturated. I like that it could be carried by the handle as well as on the shoulder. And of course, you guys know I like it because it has feet, which most of the Dooney bags have. I love this red interior against this tomorrow brown. Very beautiful. It's very rich looking, very sophisticated, very classy. I also love that it doesn't have the snap pocket here. Like I said, some people, it's a love or hate. Some people love it, some people hate it, and I'm somewhere in between. I don't love it or I don't hate it, but I would prefer bags that don't have it, so I can just easily slip in my phone or my sunglasses and I don't have to worry about that flap. I also love the clean and simpleness of this logo. I think it's just so clean and so classic. There are a lot of pros to this bag. That's why I love it so much. But there are also some cons. And one of the cons is when you're carrying the bag on the shoulder, back to the stand-up handles again, the handles kind of stand up and sometimes get in the way up under the arm area. But I have a solution for that. So what I do is I take the handles and I fold them inside the bag like this, and then I snap it closed like this. So see how the handles lay down nice and neat and out of the way? And then when you carry it on your shoulder, the handles are out of the way. And it's still very classy. It's still very clean and very simple. It's just you just don't have those handles that poke you under the armpit whenever you're carrying the bag on your shoulder. And I do some mod shots so you guys can get a better look. So that was a con turned pro. So that's one of the solutions that I came up with to help change that con into a pro. The other con is, as I mentioned before, it has the center divider, and again, you either love it or hate it. And I consider it a con because I love to use my bag organizers, and with this bag being so narrow, it's really hard to fit a bag organizer in here unless you have one that's very, very flimsy, which I do, but it's one that I've retired. And it was a Purses to Go bag organizer. It's one that I've had for a couple years, and it was just time to retire it. The one that I have now is a lot more structured, and it will not fit into this bag. So again, I have to compromise, and I have to use some makeup cases and some wallets and stuff like that to be able to hold all of my items. And the last con I have is not really a con. It's kind of like in between a pro and a con. It's this strap. I wish that it was a little bit wider, maybe 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch thicker, only because I carry my laptop sometimes and it can get extremely heavy when you have a 13-inch full-size laptop, and it can get a little bit heavy. So that would be perfect if this were just a little bit thicker, but again, it's not a deal breaker. And I still love the bag. So again, overall, I love this bag. It's very functional. It can be dressed up or down. It's very easy to carry and very easy to get into. It has a beautiful, unique texture that you don't see all the time. That's one reason why I fell in love with this bag. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. Hey guys, so that was my review of my Dooney Bourke Lilianna shopper in the color Tomorrow Brown and the woven leather collection. Stay tuned for some mod shots so you can see how Lilianna looks on the body. Bye guys.